on LNV Tutorials, I'm going to show you how to create a multi-strand beaded segment bracelet. To get started, I have 3 different colors of 4mm faceted beads. I'm going against my normal color scheme of gold, which I normally do. I have 2 of these little chandelier ends with 3 loops on them. That way I can have 3 strands on my bracelet. I also have some 20 gauge wire. Everything I am doing in silver, kind of going for like a winter look, even though we're heading into fall. So to begin, I am going to take the 20 gauge wire and I'm going to start cutting about 1-inch segments of this wire. Each of these little pieces is what I'm going to use to put the faceted bead on, and then I'll be making a loop on each end. So I'm going to go through and cut some of these, just kind of guesstimating about 1 inch. Let me grab one of these here and start with one of my faceted beads and set it off to the side. I have some round nose pliers and I'm going to grab a hold of the wire and make a loop. And I want it to be about as small as I can create it. You really don't want these loops to be too large or it's going to kind of take over the bracelet, and you don't want to be focusing on just the wire. You want to see the beads. So let me slide this bead on. I want to make sure I have the right amount sticking out, which I do. If I needed to trim some off, I could. Let me grab a hold of it again and make another loop. Sorry, I'm off the screen here for a second. So I'm just closing up this loop completely. So what you'll see is kind of reminds me of a photo or image of like a piece of candy with the wrapper on each end. So you've got the candy in the middle, obviously the bead, and the loops on each side. It's very important that you keep the loops consistent in size and you want them to be facing the same directions. So you can see here I've worked ahead. I have all of these little pieces done. I did a variety of the 3 colors. And the goal here is I'm going to be hooking each of these little segments together. The amount of segments that you need obviously is going to be dependent on the size of your wrist, and you want to allow for the chandelier end as well. I'm just kind of placing these out where I want them to go. I'm doing a pattern, purple, turquoise, navy, and repeating that. Once I start hooking these together with a jump ring, I'll have a better idea of how many I need. So I'm going to grab a jump ring. This is a 1/4 inch jump ring. I'm going to open this up with my pliers, and I'm going to grab the first little beaded segment that is in my line here and the next one, and I'm going to put those both on the same jump ring. I'm going to make sure I close it up completely. There we go. And you can see now those 2 hooked together. And so now I'm going to grab a second jump ring, open this up. I'm going to hook it on to the end of that second segment of my kind of strand that I'm creating. And I'm going to grab my next one. I don't know why I didn't grab it out of the line, but still sticking with the pattern. I'm going to close that up. So I should have 3 of my beaded segments hooked together now. See those? So I'm going to continue on doing these. And then I want to, like I said, consider the fact that there are going to be 2 of these chandelier ends that will come together. Let me show you here. Get another one. The reason I'm showing you this is I want you to allow for this space when you are putting your strands together. So even though your wrist might be 6 or 7 inches around, you can take out that amount. So I have this strand all hooked together, and you can see that I left some space, which allows for those chandelier ends as well as the clasp. So I have all 3 of my strands completed. And you can see now how I'm going to kind of assemble everything together. I'm going to be using jump rings, the same jump rings again. I'm going to open these up. I always think it's easier to work with 2 pairs of pliers when you're working with really small jump rings. And I'm just going to hook one onto the first loop of my little chandelier end. And then I'm going to hook that onto the end of one of my strands and close it up completely. Just like that. Now I'm going to move on to the next one and hook that on. Maybe. People comment sometimes how I get off of the screen, and sometimes I'm not looking at my camera, I'm looking at the work that I'm doing, so I don't really notice it until afterwards. Hopefully you're not missing anything that's too important. There we go. So let me close this up. I also have to try to keep my head out of the way of the camera, so it's kind of difficult sometimes. All right, we're on the 3rd one. Open this up and hook it on to the 3rd strand. Here we go. Close it. And then we have all 3 strands on there. Now from here, I want to be careful to make sure that I line up the correct strand to the right hole on the other right loop on the other side. If you wanted to twist them, braid them, anything like that, you certainly could, but I definitely want to make sure that my strand goes across to the correct loop on the 2nd chandelier end, if that makes sense. So if I'm not paying attention, I could get these kind of crossed, and I don't want that. I want the strands to run parallel. All right, we're on the 2nd one here. You could also do this shorter, so you could have a much smaller section of beads, like the beaded segments, and add some chain if you wanted to. That's really your preference. I will close this one up. So you can see I've made sure that I connected it to the middle loop, and now I've got one more here. And while I'm finishing this, before I put the clasp on, just a reminder that a link to the supplies that I used in this video is in the description below. I hope you subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions or comments, certainly leave those below. All right, so you can see we've got this all finished here. Now all I have to do is attach a clasp. So You could do a lobster clasp or a toggle clasp. That's really your choice. I think I'm going to do a lobster clasp for this particular one. So I'll put a jump ring on one side. I'm going to go with, let me dig out my lobster clasp. There we go. And open a jump ring once again. Attach the jump ring. There we go. So I've got the lobster clasp on the jump ring. Now I'm hooking that onto the single ring, the top part or the other side of the chandelier bar, chandelier end, whatever you want to call it. Depending on where you buy these things, they have different names. And then on the other side, I am going to put a little bit larger jump ring. That way it's a little easier to hook the lobster clasp to that. Scoot this stuff out of my way. And we're wrapping up here. Open this. Hook this on, and we are finished here. So like always, depending on the colors you choose, the hardware you choose, this could look very different. Could certainly do themed for holidays or whatever you wanted. And let me attach this here so you can see it finished. So that wraps up this tutorial. If you guys have any questions, leave them below. Like I said, check out the links in the comments for supplies, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.